Right, what's going on? Today, let's dive into MrLlamaSC's profile. So, as you know, he's not a StarCraft player per se, but he does have SC tag at the end of his username. So, he must have been playing StarCraft a lot back in the day, but I think he's starting to play it kind of semi seriously right now as well. So, he's been laddering a lot. So, let's just go and dive into a lot of his replay analysis as a whole, right? Okay, let's go to my replay. So what I've done is I've downloaded all the replays of his main profile, which is about how many are there? Like 388 games in the past like 2 months, I think. But this is also showing the only normal games, right? So it's removing the default 60, I guess, which means it will not show the dodged or the free win games, right? So, and as you can see, like when I was looking at this profile, I always kind of like to look at the longest game first, and this was bonkers, like 1 hour and 15 minutes. This is like obviously it's going to be TVT, right? And when I went to this game, and I saw, okay, it's a four player map, obviously, and then the chats are like, TVT is wild for sure. Hour and 12 minutes in. And I'm glad he won this game as well. So otherwise he would be just raging all day long, right? So and let's look at the graphs, right? And the cumulative minerals mined, he actually was losing a lot of minerals, like 10,000 minerals at this stage. I guess he was trading it really efficiently with a lot of his units. So, and as you can see, like at one point, they both had like 17k, 18k minerals in their bank, and their gas is also like 14k, 8k gas, and gas also like MrLlama's gas. Well, I guess at the end it ticked off, but I think this was a crucial moment as well. So glass collection rate, mineral collection rate, all over the place. Workers active, I guess they're pretty evenish. I guess he had a bit of advantage at minute 11, but yeah, otherwise, like I think in this case, he lost a lot of minerals. I mean, workers. Okay, that's pretty good. Cool. So you can look at the army value in here, right? So at this moment, basically, they had a lot of trades within them. 160, and then like this one. So this was a big battle. Yeah, we can go over, take a look at this battle as well. So let's look at the build orders, right? Build orders is, I think it's kind of mostly the same. It's only the beginning is really crucial, right? So their initial build orders like, okay, 12 barracks, 11 barracks, refinery is the same, supply is almost the same, but I guess he also went with marine before factory, marine after factory, right? So, okay, so this is the vulture speed upgrade, and then he also went for vulture speed, but it was kind of late compared to the opponent. So, and then mines 552, and then also, yeah, mines was kind of a little bit late as well. So that's about it. For the simulator, this was also really wild to see. I didn't expect this much battle cruisers to be uh, dead, right? So 80 battle cruisers lost for MrLlamaSC, and then the total count was, where was it? Okay, 100 battle cruisers almost. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's over 100 battle cruisers. And then for the opponent, units lost is like, okay, not even 100. So, okay, I think the opponent went for Goliaths, which is really inefficient compared to battle cruisers, I guess. So that's why at the end, MrLlama won, I think. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool game. But let's look at the stats overall, right? So he's been playing for the past like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks on this account, I guess. But this was his main account that he's been playing lately. I think he also has a lot of different accounts as well. And this is really interesting because if you look at the overall win rate, it's 52%, right? But the actual win rate is like 38%. So which means like he's currently at like C rank right now. So he's getting a lot of free wins, but his win rate is like pretty not really good, right? It's below average. A lot of the reason is because one, he's playing random. Two, he's getting a lot of free wins, like 147. So that's why it's like his MMR is getting inflated in a way, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. And then as you can see, like all the Protoss, Terran, and Zerg, they're like evenly matched. So which means he's been playing random a lot. Yeah, that's these are the stats, and then these are the map percentages, I guess his best map is like Match Point Remastered, I guess. I think, yeah, on normal matches he wins a lot. So that's his worst map is. Oh, I'm not sure what this is, but yeah, this one. Okay, well, maybe it's this one. It's Jane Doe. Okay, Jane Doe is a pretty wild map too. So yeah, this is his worst map. Okay, let's look at the other ones though. So the game duration analysis. I think because he's playing random, then that might get a little bit weird, right? But this shows like it's pretty normal to have games like this. Like 6 to 15 minutes is like most of the games where it goes on. So okay, so this is interesting. Protoss versus Terran is, I think this show is also really weird because he's been playing like multiple races. I think I should maybe have a drop down to select a race to analyze. But yeah, like this just shows that on 4 to 5 or 4 to 7 minutes, he just always loses, right? So at the here, he always loses. Here, he always loses. Like here, he has a good chance of winning, probably like a Terran push to the third base, and or maybe the natural just wins. And then in this game, like these things, he always loses after Defiler or something. That's pretty much it. And in here, also kind of the same story. Yeah, so with a random player, this stats kind of gets weird, but we can still see like a lot of gaps in here. Okay, so at like 0 to 3 minutes, he always wins. I'm assuming. I guess it's just 2 games, so it doesn't tell much, but yeah, that's about it. For the build orders, let's see. So his most common build order is like when he goes Protoss, he goes for 8 pylon, 10 gateway, 12 assimilator, 13 cybercore. That has 42% win rates. And when he goes to half pool, he only has 25% win rate. So maybe 12 pool is kind of like a bad build order. But when he goes 9 pool with Zergling Rush, he has 80% win rate, which is pretty good. Okay, so versus Zerg, what is it? So I guess, okay, we're versus Zerg also, like this is the same build order, right? And here we see pretty much. Yeah, so it's a link flood on 9 blow, wins you pretty much a lot of games. And here as well. So gas, speedling all ins. Oh, I guess it's 25%, so that's not that much. Okay, in here versus Protoss with Zerg. Yeah, speedling all ins. Oh, he does really good all ins, huh? Okay. And also like with Protoss, 9 depot, 11 barracks, 12 marine. Okay, so this opening is pretty bad against Protoss, huh? Okay. 19 games, he only won 15%, 16%. Maybe we should optimize the build orders in here against Terran versus Protoss. Okay, let's look at the trends and see if this is really matching. Okay, I guess it has 2 months, so we should go to the weekly data instead of the monthly data. So in here, games played, he's been grinding like 2 weeks ago, but I think it's because he's not grinding right now due to the new season of Diablo came out, so that's why he's not playing StarCraft that much. So the APM and EPM is pretty, pretty okay-ish. 170. That's not too fast or too slow. Okay, and then on the GPM, NPM. Okay, this is really weird because he's been playing like multiple races, right? So when he's all inning, then the GPM and stuff like that, it doesn't go up that much. So this doesn't show that much. Same as here. Oh, I guess. Okay, so it's going up, which means it's not a good sign, right? You have to keep your resources low in here. All right, so supply block time. So it's also going up. So I guess lately he hasn't been playing really optimal that much. So like I see a trend going up, which means it's not going well, right? Cumulative minerals mined, it's pretty even at the 10-minute mark, 15-minute mark, 5-minute mark. Let me see. Yeah, it's mostly the same. Yeah. Cumulative gas mine, same story. Cumulative resources is going to be the same story, pretty flat. Workers active. So in here also I see on 5 minutes 21, 22. So when I was using Artosis as example, right? So in the 5-minute mark, he had 24 workers, right? So basically, which means that we have to be mining more. I mean, building more workers at 24-minute mark, right? So, but I think it's because, you know, you have Zerg and Protoss and Terran that just skews the results. So that's probably why. But if you were Protoss on Terran, I think 5-minute mark, 24 workers is kind of like the benchmark to have. But maybe even pro players would have like 25 workers or something. I have to investigate that for my own knowledge as well. For population, 5-minute mark, it's pretty even. But on the 15-minute mark, yeah, like I said, it's like because he's switching races all the time. I should have like drop down of which race to go deep into it, right? Okay. All right, that's pretty much it. I guess, did I miss something? I'm not sure if I did, but yeah, that's the overall stats for MrLlama. He's been playing, I guess if he's playing random, maybe it's just for fun, right? He's not really doing tryhards, but according to the trend analysis, it's like we see like the last 3 weeks of his playing is not really going up, maybe even going down in a way. So that's about it. All right. Let me know which player do you want to do some analysis for here as well. So talk to you guys later. Bye bye.